technical term for waking up in the one place you don't want to be in is a homeschool. Good morning, Madam Chairman, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. My name is Justin Butts. I am 12 years old, and this is my third year in 4-H. Today, I'd like to share with you something I personally know quite a lot about: the life of a homeschooler. Homeschool should be defined in the dictionary as the most common torture that happens today. Don't judge me if that's not actually in the dictionary. I don't read. And just kidding. Some days, it actually seems like I spend half of my day reading. Some of my friends say, well, I better rephrase that. I don't have friends either. But some people say that I'm lucky to be homeschooled. They think I get to sleep till noon. I never have homework, and when I have school, I never do have much. That isn't exactly the case, though. Usually, underline usually, I'll get out of bed in the morning. Then, after about 15 minutes to half an hour of doing nothing, I'll start school. My school usually includes math, and more math. I also practice grammar, and I have to say I'm getting a lot gooder at that. But even homeschoolers get to do physical education. Can you tell I lift weights? That's real. But I've heard a lot of people say that homeschoolers play really dumb and lame musical instruments. I think that's a misunderstanding. I can rock pretty hard. My flute does some pretty cool things, actually. Just kidding. Me and my brother and my dad play music in the garage until the neighbors come knocking on our doors and tell us to shut up a little bit. I play the bass. On top of all the fun things I get to do, I also do like regular school subjects like spelling, history, and English. I get to do a lot of science, and it's kind of fun for me because I get to muck around with stuff in the kitchen and stuff. But it never fails that my mom will get mad at me for making a mess. But I just look up at her and shrug and say, I was just doing schoolwork, and I'm not in trouble anymore. My favorite homeschool comedian is Tim Hawkins. He's taught me a lot about homeschooling. I've heard a lot of people say that homeschoolers are not properly socialized. But then, just like Tim Hawkins says, when you go to public school, what do you get in trouble for? Socializing. It's not a lot different. Except when most kids get a snow day and they get to do whatever they want, us homeschoolers, we stay inside. We do extra school because it's too cold and snowy to do anything else. Tim Hawkins recognizes that the worst thing for homeschoolers is the names you get called. Some of the names are like cup stackers, soap makers, or people who can read. The list just goes on and on. About the name calling, though, I've just gotten so used to it that I don't really care. People have opinions, but in school, they don't really tell you do. But homeschooling also serves as a good excuse for everything. Like, when I say something I obviously shouldn't have said, and everybody's just looking over at me like, what did you just say? I can just shrug and say, I'm homeschooled, remember? And that's usually it. But that pretty much sums up the life of a homeschooler. Speaking from experience, it's not all that bad. Except for the years when you get a bad teacher, and then it comes back again because it's your mom. I should just probably stop talking before I get myself in some